It's quite magical to be in Castiglione. The stars and the moon and the sound of the waves.
It's a very intense course. You want to spend as much time and learn from them as much as you can.
To have that freedom, that space is really rare.
The Accademia Solti is a very, very safe and nurturing place.
When we're working with young musicians at the Accademia, we're really trying to give them the skills and experiences they need in order to become adaptable, well-rounded musicians.
It's a really valuable support for young artists. And this is what Solti wanted. This was his dream.
Over the course of 3 weeks, our course participants receive more than 40 hours of musical, vocal, and Italian diction coachings.
The fundamental importance of Bel Canto singing, how it underpins any good singing, sets you up for whatever repertoire you're going to have, and it also sets you up with a longevity.
This repertoire is so iconic and precious in the operatic world.
I had to say that in this academy I found the best singers ever, because I think they are very careful to find talents from every part of the world and give them the possibility to really learn something important.
We look for someone whose voice is appropriate, a certain level that they need to have achieved, but you want to be able to push that person onto a new level to give them a path and a possibility to achieve that potential.
The kinds of things we're working on are these very, very small details, but sometimes those small details are the difference between a good performance and an incredible, world-renowned performance.
When you are singing an opera, you are also delivering a message. You are talking about emotions, you are talking about life, real life.
Yeah. When you have the triplets, don't go da 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 da, dee, da. Always think where you're going.
I needed someone to address the underlying problem, which was I was a very rigid performer, very accurate, but very rigid. What I desperately needed was somebody to show me how to truly be an emotional singer. And of course, in the Bel Canto, it's so attached to the emotion. It's okay to sound fragile and angry and let that actually come through in the sound.
It's very well sung, it's just some of it is too loud.
The biggest thing was the amount of encouragement. These things I'm doing well, these are the things I've taken from these teachers, and if I put them together and keep going down this path, that will hopefully lead to a career. And that confidence I didn't have before.
I used to really pushed, and then I tried to make a big sound and then tried to make a big impression. But that was like a moment for me to change my thoughts. It's more singing beautifully.
When everything comes together, there's a veracity to the sound, which is what I find irresistible about good singing. The voice feels to my ears like it goes into a fourth dimension where it's just alive in so many ways. I love that. It really excites me when I hear that.
It's more than just a course. It's more like a family. And the only thing what you have to do is bring yourself and be disciplined and be ready to learn. I feel proud to say that, oh, I'm an ambassador of Solti Academy.
What my husband had always wanted to do was work with young singers to be able to hand on what he had learned from his masters. With these young people singing, that's living, that's life, and so it continues his life, as far as I'm concerned. I hope everybody else feels the same way.